Hey guys, it's Christina here up at Lake Padden, and I am working Mr. Jedi between appointments. And right now we're working on his duration on place as well as the distance I can get from him. Of course, it's a distraction here with all the smells and dogs and everything else. So he was doing about 15 to 20 feet comfortably. He's on a 30-foot line now. He really does not like when you get distance from him. I would assume because he lives in kind of a small environment where he's not used to getting distance from people. So this is the end right there of his 30-foot line. Again, I do not have an e-collar on him, just the star mark and leash. So that was really good for him. He has struggled with this throughout today. So that was only the first couple of times. Good boy. Good job, buddy. You did it. Good job. It's one of the only couple of times that he's even let me get that far from him. So many of you know how I feel about dog parks. They're not my favorite. I do like Lake Padden because it's kind of multi-use and their big dog area is pretty big. If you're going to use a dog park, which I really don't suggest you do, but if you're going to, make sure you find one that has ample space so that way you can get your dog out of a situation. If some of the dogs are packing up and kind of being bullies, you can kind of move off to a different area of the park and get your dog some relief. Really the only things I do in dog parks is I do come to these small dog areas and I work the dogs if there's nobody in there. So I work them along the fence line for their leave it behaviors and their focusing behaviors and their heels. Leave it, whatever you found, piece of wood. Plus it's super distracting, which is awesome because it's all free distractions. If there was someone here in the small dog area, which typically there's not, but if there was, then I would just work kind of along the perimeter of the fence line there on the outside of the fence. He also typically has been barking at other dogs and some other people. It doesn't happen all the time, so I wouldn't say he's really reactive. I don't know if it's sometimes people are wearing masks like when we're in the stores, or what the trigger is for him necessarily. I haven't really figured that part out yet. Good boy. But he has been doing pretty good as far as his heel work has come a long way, and his being able to stay in one spot. This boy has a really hard time staying in one spot. Hey, go place. Yes, good. Thank you. Good boy, Jedi. Yay. Good job. His socialization's doing really good with the other dogs at the house. He's been super nice to everybody. And he's done really good with Natalie as far as being calm and greeting her and not nipping her, things like that. He's about 8 or 9 months old, I believe. So yeah, that's kind of what we're hanging out doing. We hit some stores. Now we're working here at Lake Padden. He's going to help me with little Cherry's appointment here in about a half hour or so. And then we'll have a little bit of other time between my last appointment of the day to go to Cabela's and hang out there. So right now, I am backing away from him but still facing him. He has not progressed yet to the point where I can turn my back and walk away from him, but that's okay. That's really hard for most dogs to do, especially in such a distracting environment. But it's really great that I can get to the end of his 30-foot long line now without him breaking place. That was a very difficult one for this little man, wasn't it? It was so hard, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, he's a good boy. Okay, Jedi, say bye-bye. I've got more work to do. All right, guys. There's some of Jedi's progress.